Lopez, and welcome to the first episode of Use Your Words, a resource for parents who want to talk to their kids about sexuality. I'm a sexuality educator and the mother of two teens. Hannah is 16 and Stephen is 15. I'm working with the Center for Sexual Pleasure and Health to create this series of vlogs for parents, a place where you can come for information and resources. The center is an incredible resource for adults. It's a safe place where they can go to learn more about sexual health, pleasure, and advocacy issues. They're based in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, so if you live near there, you should stop by or check out the website. In this series of vlogs, we're going to talk about a whole variety of topics that relate specifically to sexuality. But usually when I ask somebody, hey, what's the first thing you think of when you hear the word sexuality? Right? Their mind immediately goes to specific sexual behaviors that are performed with your genitals. In reality, our sexuality is so much more than that. And one of my favorite ways to show how complex our sexuality is this model. It's called the circles of sexuality because it breaks us down into 5 specific parts that relate to who we are as sexual beings. Our first circle is intimacy, and this relates directly to our ability and need to feel emotionally close to another person and have that closeness returned. So this is about trust and vulnerability, making friends, learning who you can tell secrets to and who you can't. And it goes throughout our lifetime. The second circle relates to our sexual identity. And in this circle are things like our gender identity, our sexual orientation, the gender roles that are expected of us in society and culture, and our biological sex. So the third circle is sexual health and reproduction, and this is usually the circle that people get in school. This is like your health class, or even you might have gotten it in gym, and this often talks about puberty, it's our biology, it's the physical body, it's our anatomy, the plumbing, what we were born with. Sexualization is the fourth circle, and I think this one gets a bad rap because sexuality refers specifically to the intersection of power and sex. Unfortunately, we live in a culture where the media uses sexuality and people's bodies, a lot of women's bodies, to sell everything from lipstick to cars. And so there's a very negative side to sexualization, but at the same time, flirting and seduction fall into this category. And those things can be really fun, especially when things are happening consensually. So I feel like this one is a little bit more complicated to unpack, but we will definitely do that in some of our future vlogs. So sensuality, this is about the awareness and acceptance of our own bodies, the enjoyment of our bodies, the enjoyment of other people's bodies. It's about the senses though too, so it's about taste and sight, it's about hearing and touch and smelling. It's about experiencing the world with our bodies. And then behind these 5 circles you have this other larger circle, and this includes our attitudes, our feelings, and our values. And our attitudes, feelings, and values are directly impacted by our family, by our culture, by how much money we make or we don't make, by religion, by our school, by our friends, science, the media. I mean, there's so much that directly affects the way that we feel about who we are and our bodies, the way we look, the people that we're attracted to. So what I hope this little explanation does is give you a foundation for where we're going from here, talking about all kinds of things. Our body image, our body awareness. Can we talk to our kids about pleasure? At the end of each episode, I'll be providing you with 1 or 2 resources, either something specific for yourself, something that you might want to share with your teen at home, or maybe something that you can share together. My first one is a web resource called scarleteen.com. It was created in 1998 by Heather Carina, and millions of teens, and probably adults as well, have visited it. It's a great place and a trustworthy site where you can get safe, healthy information. A fun thing to do is to go through it together. I feel like I would much rather provide them with the opportunity to find healthy, good information that I approve of and fits into my value system, rather than them hunting on their own and maybe getting misinformation. My second resource is a book written by the Reverend Deborah Hafner. She's also a sexologist. That's right. The two don't have to be mutually exclusive. She's a pastor and a sexologist. Well, she wrote a book called What Every 21st Century Parent Needs to Know, Facing Today's Challenges with Wisdom and Heart. This covers everything. It covers bullying, self-esteem, sex, setting limits, talking about values, a lot of the things, in fact, that we're going to be talking about in this blog. I highly recommend it. Thanks so much for spending a few minutes here with us at Use Your Words, celebrating our first episode. We'll be here every Tuesday. Don't forget to check out the website for the Center for Sexual Pleasure and Health, and hope to see you soon. Bye!